Hello everyone! Welcome to another very exciting Dragon Ball video in which Dragon Ball Z, Dokkan Battle, and Dragon Ball Legends are hosting a very special Dragon Ball 40th anniversary joint program and reveal video together. So, before I get into all of the exciting information, consider liking if you enjoy this video and consider subscribing if you have not done so already. Any and all support is greatly appreciated. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the details for the Dokkan Battle and Legends Special Joint Program. Um, I am reacting to this video after the initial live stream occurred, but I will be showcasing not only my initial reaction to the animations for both games. I decided that I want to make separate breakdowns for Dragon Ball Legends and Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle because there is a lot of information to cover for both games, and I think both of them deserve their own attention for all of the crazy hype information that. Oh my goodness gracious. I just can't wait to get into it, y'all. But at the end, there will also be a special promotional code. So, of course, use that code for both games to get Chrono Crystals and Dragon Stones, respectively. With that being said, it is time to dedicate this video to breaking down Dragon Ball Z, Dokkan Battle, and their 40th anniversary Dragon Ball campaign. But for those who do not know, Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle is the decade-old bubble-tapping crazy animation PvE game in which you can relive all of those crazy Dragon Ball moments. So, with that being said, getting right along into the campaign information. There will be a manga cover wallpaper as a login bonus, along with the free-to-play manga Goku as well, who can be recruited from login bonus and panel missions respectively. So let's make sure to go grab him during the event. As well, there will be special treasure items corresponding to the 42 original manga volumes, just like for Dragon Ball Legends. And when you collect them all, you will be able to attempt a super secret special event to get a special wallpaper. So that will absolutely be exciting to go ahead and grab that along with whatever other rewards we get from these items as well. Patan Battle will be upgraded to have sticker cards of the title page illustrations of all 42 manga volumes as well, so that will definitely be exciting for freaking sure to go ahead and see during Patan, a low-key underrated little mode in Dokkan Battle. Starting from the beginning of November as well, there will be a summon where you can recruit the 5 other characters coming for the 40th anniversary campaign for Dragon Ball. These new characters include Piccolo Jr. Giant Form, Vegeta, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, Frieza Final Form, and Majin Buu good for a total of 5 characters, just like the new Goku, who can be recruited as a login bonus. Panels from the manga are used as these characters' aesthetics, so the animations will be showcased for all of these cards. So I'm going to get into my unfiltered reaction for that. These animations together. Definitely very faithful to the source material, but comparatively to Dokkan Battle's other animations, it's quite simple, yet quite nostalgic in some ways, so definitely will have to give them credit for that, for freaking sure. They do look nice, though. They do look nice. There's no real complaints I'm having with these animations. They're just definitely simple and basic, which can be good in some aspects for sure, because these do look pretty good. Because of course, it's Toriyama's work. Of course it's gonna be absolutely fantastic as Goku gets bedoinked. Of course, we get nice! Yo, that's sick. We get third form into final as the introduction animation. That looks absolutely fantastic. Oh, that looked great. Of course, we get Gohan's transformation into Super Saiyan 2 as his animation. Kamehameha! Gotcha. Definitely interesting to see how the community is going to react to this one. Although, of course, it's definitely good that they're not starting the summonable aspect of this campaign right away. As y'all might know, they have Daima Super Saiyan 4 finally, so I was hoping that they wouldn't trample over that celebration for sure. I want that to actually, stand alone. Ahead and have conversation about Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku, whose Daima campaign will be running alongside the Dragon Ball 40th anniversary campaign, so there will be a lot of excitement for Dokkan Battle going on. I am going to go ahead and give my thoughts over these manga animations with these cards, and I will have to say, of course, they're the manga panels, so they look good. Toriyama is, of course, the GOAT. There's no disrespect going to be thrown there, of course, ever. He is an absolutely amazing and talented artist. But as for the Dokkan compilation, it is incredibly simple, and it definitely leaves that feeling like this is a Microsoft PowerPoint presentation rather than the absolutely grand and epic animations that Dokkan is really used to seeing. So it's a little bit of a whiplash seeing this after the absolutely spectacular animations of Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku Mini, for example. However, of course, this is still nice to see. But I definitely would say that these are nothing crazy, although I definitely like the moments they chose, especially for characters like Final Form Frieza showcasing when he transforms into full power, as well as Majin Buu's introduction animation. They definitely chose pretty good moments from the manga to pull from for these cards, I'm just gonna go ahead and say my final thoughts, as these are just the manga panels in a slideshow, and they definitely feel very nostalgic, but I'd say this is just okay. This is just okay animations, nothing too crazy here, but I definitely love how unique the approach taken for these cards are, for freaking sure. So with that being said, that is my thoughts on the animations, and of course we are going to barrel right into the kits, but I will definitely have to say that these characters are going to be coming way after the Daima campaign starts off and Super Saiyan 4 Goku mini drops very shortly into Dokkan battle. So it will be a little while before these guys come out, but it will definitely be absolutely fantastic when they do, considering their powerful abilities. So let's get into that. Limit Shattering Showdown Goku is the Super AGL free-to-play character for this campaign. His categories are Low Class Warrior, Full Power Kamehameha, Turtle School, Accelerated Battle, Saiyan Saga, Earthbed Fighters, Earth Protecting Heroes, Pure Saiyans, Goku Family, All Out Struggle, Bond of Friendship, Battle of Fate, Bond of Parent and Child, and Power of Wishes with a Super Attack Kaioken times 3 Kamehameha, raising attack and defense for 1 turn and causing supreme damage to the enemy, and along with his passive skill, activating the entrance animation upon the character's entry. 1 time, all allies attack and defense 40% for 40 turns. Basic effects: Key 2 launched the initial, does a great chance of becoming a super. When there's a World Tournament ally on the team, attack defense 200 and chance to dodge 10% plus. When there's a Saiyan Saga ally, attack defense 200 and chance to dodge 10% plus. When there's a Namek Saga ally, attack defense 200% and chance of evading enemy's attack 10% plus. When there's an Android Cell Saga ally on the team, same thing. When there's a Majin Buu Saga ally on the team, same thing. When there's Extreme Class ally attacking the same turn, medium chance to dodge. So all those added up is 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, and then medium chance to dodge is 30, so that would be 80 if all conditions are met, which is definitely very good. And for every attack performed, attack and defense 19% plus in battle permanently. Also, a neat little detail with all these characters is this line of permanently raising is based on their manga volume they originate from, as this Goku is pulled from manga volume 19. There's definitely a cute reference to the manga volume. However, overall, Limit Shattering Showdown Goku is a character who will absolutely rely on the other 40th anniversary Dragon Ball characters to have success. While you can definitely have specific team formations where you can fulfill these conditions, it is definitely easiest and intended for you to run all 6 of these units on the same team, and that is showcased throughout the other 5 characters' kits, where they all have the same linear skill of all allies key 2, HP 150, and attack defense 100. One team includes super and extreme class, plus an initial key 1, and HP attack defense 70%. One team includes all 5 types, so this leads to total linear skill of key 3, HP 150 plus 70 equals 220, and attack defense equals 170%. Definitely a little bit of a low leader skill for modern standards. However, the power of these characters all working and synchronizing together will definitely compensate for this, as I believe these characters will be uber busted and powerful together as Dokkan intended. So let's go ahead and check out the summary for each of these characters' kits as well. Demon King Super Gigantification Piccolo Jr. Giant Form is extreme physical. The categories World Tournament, Giant Form Mechans, Terrifying Conquerors, Target Goku, Avenge, Gifted Warriors, and Trusted Will, Worldwide Chaos, Battle, Fate, Earthbed Fires, participants, Demonic Power, and successors with a super attack, super explosive breath cannon, raising defense for 3 turns, and causing supreme damage to the enemy. Yeah. And the passive skill activates entrance animation when there's a World Tournament enemy or ally on the team at the start of the character's attacking turn. When Goku is an enemy or on the team, one time, permanent attack defense 150, damage reduction rate 40%, and all allies attack defense 40% for 40 turns as well. Basic effects, Ki 2 and attack defense 200%, damage reduction rate 20%. When there's an enemy or ally whose name includes Goku, launch an initial super attack. When receiving an attack, attack defense 150. When facing only one enemy, attacks are effective against all types, and for every attack received, attack defense 16%, referencing the 16th manga volume in which he came from. So, with that being said, he definitely seems like a formidable asset to this Infinity Stone-esque team, where I make that comparison because in Marvel, the Infinity Stones, while powerful on their own, only get really universe breaking when all 6 come together, making a circuit where every single character powers the other character in this case. Faithful Duel Vegeta as well is Extreme STR, the categories Pure Saiyans, Dragon Ball Seekers, Vegeta Family, Terrifying Conquerors, Inhuman Deeds, Space Traveling Warriors, Gifted Warriors, Planetary Destruction, Accelerated Battle, Battle of Fate, Saiyan Saga, and successors with the Super Attack, Gallic Gun, greatly raising defense for 1 turn, causes supreme damage to enemy, and greatly lowering attack, with the entrance animation activating when there's a World Tournament or Saiyan Saga enemy or ally on the team at the start of the character's attacking turn. So, of course, this is fulfilled by either Piccolo Jr. or the aforementioned Saiyan Saga Goku. So, you'll see this as a continuing trend where each of these characters' effects on their leader skill for their entrance will be predicated by the previous character. And of course, they all have a condition where they get buffs from Goku. So all these characters really just want to be together, chat. Alright, alright, alright. The passive skill entrance gives one time permanently attack defense 150 and chance of performing a critical hit 40%. All allies attack defense 40% for 40 turns. Notice how all these characters are giving the others attack and defense 40% for 40 turns. The stats are going to be absolutely ridiculous, for sure, for sure. Basic effects, Ki 2 and attack defense 200%, medium chance of performing a crit, launching an initial super attack when there's an enemy or ally whose name includes Goku. Guards, when attacking with 12 more Ki, attack defense 100, and when receiving a super attack, one-time damage reduction rate 40% plus, and permanently attack defense 100, so we like to take super attacks, and whenever guard is activated, attack defense 19%. An absolutely fantastic addition to the circuit as well. Of course, a highly, highly, highly anticipated character for me, Endless Terror and Power Frieza Final Form, is Extreme Int with the categories Namek Saga, Transformation Boost, Wicked Bloodline, Terrifying Conquerors, Inhuman Deeds, Space Traveling Warriors, Gifted Warriors, Planetary Destruction, Sworn Enemies, Accelerated Battle, and Successors. And with the Super Attack, Death Beam, greatly raising attack for 1 turn, causes supreme damage to the enemy, and seals Super Attack. The passive skill activates if there's a Saiyan Saga or Namek Saga enemy or ally at the start of the turn. So, this will give him one time permanently attack defense 150. This line is shared between all of them, and chance of evading enemies' attack plus 40%, and all allies attack defense 40% for 40 turns. Basic effects, Ki 2 and attack defense 200, medium chance to dodge when there's an enemy or ally whose name includes Goku, chance of evading enemies' attack 10%, damage reduction rate 10% before receiving an attack, performs a crit, damage reduction rate 40%. After dodging, launches 2 additional supers, permanently attack defense 100%, and for every attack evaded, attack and defense 26%, of course referring to Manga Volume 26. This character is going to be a nice dodging character on this team as well, for freaking sure. So I am absolutely going to love that dodge build on him, along with the Goku having a lot of dodge as well built in, while Piccolo and Vegeta are more so focused on actually tanking the attack. So I definitely like those design choices for freaking sure. Moving on to Super Saiyan 2 Gohan with Sky Piercing Range. His categories are Hyper Saiyans, Full Power Transformation Boost, Goku Family Youth, Android Cell Saga, Kamehameha, Bond, Master Disciple, Super Saiyan 2, Exploding Range, Alt Struggle, Miraculous Awakening, Entrusted Will, Battle of Fate, Power Beyond Super Saiyan, Bomb Parent Child, Earthbound Fighters, Tournament Participants, Demonic Power, Earth Protecting Heroes, the Super Attack, Super Kamehameha, greatly raises attack defense for one turn and causes supreme damage to the enemy, and the passive skill activates entrance animation when there's a dynamic saga or android saga enemy or ally, which of course this effect on the manga team will be fulfilled by Frieza as well. So you can start to see the circuits rolling around, and for one time permanently attack defense 150 and change AGL key spears attack key spears and all allies attack defense 40% for 40 turns. Basic effects: key 2 and attack defense 200%. High chance of pulling a crit when there's a Goku ally or enemy. When there's a Goku ally, changes key spears SCR to tech. For every key spear obtained, attack defense 10%. 5 or more key spears obtained, damage reduction rate 20%, launch an additional attack. There's a great chance of becoming a super attack. 8 or more key spears obtained, damage reduction 30%, launch an additional super attack. For every super attack received, attack defense 35 for the manga volume 35. Let me check if these other characters, yeah, they definitely had enemy or ally for the rest of them. If I think, because of course Piccolo Jr. and Vegeta and Frieza wanted to fight Goku, but of course Gohan just wanted him as his, he's just literally his dad. So it makes sense for him not to have that on him. That is definitely the good part about reading, which Dragon Ball fans are notorious for not doing. But with that being said, moving on to the final piece of this absolutely fantastic puzzle, Unfathomable Entity Majin Buu. Good. He's Extreme AGL. The categories Resurrect the Warriors, Majin Buu Saga, Full Power Transformation Boost, Time Travelers, Artificial Life Forms, Exploding Rage, Human Disease, Majin Power, Power Absorption, Gift of War, Story Figures, Legendary Existence, Sworn Enemies, Worldwide Chaos, Demonic Power, Uncontrollable Power, Mission Execution with a Super Attack, Angry Explosion, raising attack and defense for one turn and causing supreme damage to all enemies with a high chance of stunning. Activates entrance animation when there's Android Saga or Majin Buu Saga enemy or ally. Of course, this is filled by Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. One time permanently attack defense 150 and launch an additional super attack, and all allies attack defense 40% for 40 turns. Basic effects: key 2 and attack defense 200%. High chance to dodge, recovers HP with sweet treat. When there's an enemy or ally whose name includes Goku, high chance of critting, damage reduction rate 40%. When attacking 12 or more key, attack defense 100. Great chance of attack 150. High chance of attack 150 for every attack received or evaded. Defense 39%. So Majin Buu and Gohan seem to be focused on more so damage and having those unique little abilities in there. Frieza and the Goku seem to be predicated on dodge, and Vegeta and Piccolo seem to be predicated on getting hit. So they definitely are a very, very, very strong amount of team synergy right here, for sure. Moving on to the summons themselves, it is a special summon where you can use 30 Dragon Stones to perform a multi-summon that allows you to recruit 10 characters. The art, by the way, awesome. I love the design of this. But oh my word, could you have made the colors of the background for each character their actual colors? Because, for example, Vegeta is not green, he's red. So, like, you could have just done this in the way it's supposed to be done. Thank you very much. But that little nitpick aside, this is a very, 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 very good summon because you are also guaranteed to recruit 3 40th anniversary characters per summon according to Geppy. So, with that being said, definitely a must summon for Freaking Shore since it's super duper easy. So, make sure to perform a couple of summons, and that is definitely going to be a very easy way to start Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle with a powerful team by summoning on this banner. The manga team is something that can definitely be picked up right out of the gate, right out of the box. It definitely feels like. So you can power those characters up and then go ahead and absolutely dominate with this team. This is definitely a must summon for Freaking Shore. They are all very powerful, and I imagine these characters are going to be specially exclusive to this campaign, along with them getting skill orbs exclusive to the 5 new characters and the free-to-play Goku. So they definitely did a great job with these characters' power level, although the animations were a little bit basic. That will have to wrap it up for the information newly introduced for Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Let me know what y'all thought about all these characters. I think they are very powerful and very good. Although, I do have to keep this in mind. Well, the actual campaign itself will be starting very soon. These characters will be dropping in a little while longer, so there's going to be a wait to see all of the actual summonable characters after, of course, the Daima Goku stuff gets started. For freaking sure awesome on that front to have this running simultaneously, so it'll be a little while before we get the rest of the 5, but of course Limit Shattering Showdown Goku will be in here and absolutely dominating as one of the most crazy conditional but crazy free-to-play characters of all time that they've ever introduced. I think all these characters look pretty good. I think they did a pretty good job overall. Definitely. Both games did good with each of their respective celebrations. I definitely think they did their own unique spin on it while having some of the same elements in their campaigns. So I definitely say Dokkan got the better banner though. It's very good. Very good. You'll be able to get characters and items based on the manga unique to the Dragon Ball 40th anniversary, available now on both Dokkan and Legends, so be sure to try it out. Also, I definitely want to mention the campaign where you can go ahead and get Fusion World Box. Only one winner though, and there's going to be, of course, a lucky winner who's going to get that, but it's going to be a good time with Manga Booster 02 coming out soon as well to celebrate the 40th anniversary of Dragon Ball. Of course, Manga Booster 01 came out not too long ago as well. So definitely look forward to this as well, because it is a very awesome celebration as well. I'm going to mention this again. The promotion code is manga, so make sure to get the Chrono Crystals and CC for both games respectively. Alright, with that being said, this is going to be the end of my breakdown. I am looking forward to see these characters in game. So, with that all out of the way, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments section. With that all said, whoo-wee, that was a lot of kit. And they didn't even mention I said summary, by the way. I said summary a couple times. The reason why I said summary is very simple. They actually left out stuff like links, but they got most of it. They admittedly got the important stuff down. I definitely think we're just going to have to see with their own eyes in game of all the nitty-gritty details. So let's go ahead and wrap this video up. It's been an absolute blast, and with that being said, Until next time, we're gonna celebrate both games with a 40th anniversary summons when those come out. So it'll be a little while longer until this campaign starts with the summoning for sure, but it will be a blast. So the Dokkan stuff starts on, I believe they actually say it's somewhere. They definitely, yep, right here. The Dragon Ball Legends part will be starting on the 29th, and the Dokkan stuff will be starting on the 30th. So definitely look forward to that. And with that being said, that will be all. That's all from me. That's all for the Dragon Ball Legends breakdown. And of course, the Dokkan Battle breakdown was pushed as second because not only did they do it, but, Dragon Ball Legends usually does this very succinctly. That's why I definitely think they do better. It's the succinctness. They have this video drop the campaign right after. Okay, so I usually just push Dokkan Battle off to the side because they usually drop their stuff later. It's just different. It's just different methods of dropping stuff. Okay. With that being said, yeah, have a ton of fun and go forth playing Dokkan Battle and Legends during this campaign. See y'all later. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.